Hey everyone, welcome to the Step Up Your Game podcast. I'm your host, Lisa Stepp, and today we're going to be talking to a family of real estate agents who are doing great things right now. They know how to build strong businesses, relationships, and they help a ton of people win in today's market. So, welcome to episode 1 with the Palombi Team, a family-owned real estate team right here in East Tennessee. And we're going to talk about real estate, family, and how they built something successful together. So, hey guys, tell me,
Hello.
how are you?
Good.
So, tell us where you're at here in East Tennessee and how you got started in the real estate business.
Sure. So we're based in East Tennessee here in Knoxville, and we don't just sell in Knoxville. We sell all across East Tennessee. We will help you find a home if you want to buy a home. We'll help you sell your home if you already got one. But we're all over East Tennessee. So.
Yes, we are. And I'll tell you how we got started. We kind of fell into real estate. My parents were in real estate for 35 years, and we always thought it would be fun. They worked out of Pennsylvania, and we had moved to Florida, and we didn't have a job when we got there. So we kind of fell into it. We needed a new car when we got down there, and Dean came home with it wasn't a new car, was it? It was a clunker.
Oh boy. It was a Grand Marquis, a boat.
Right?
An old one.
Right?
It looked like a mosquito truck.
But the man that owned it happened to be a broker and said to Dean, hey, have you ever considered real estate? Mm-hmm. And yes, we had. My parents sold real estate. But since we had no job and we had a business back in New Jersey at the time that was kind of running itself, and we decided we would give it a shot. So we went and did the accelerated class, and I think it was 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was day in and day night.
Yep.
Wow.
Studied our brains out, and we got our license, and Dean and I pretty much hit the ground running.
Yeah, and that big old boat, I would park it in the middle of a busy highway, and I had a sign that said, ask me. It was literally 2 foot tall, 3 foot wide. It said, ask me, and I would shine it by the cars as they were going by. And then I'd call at nighttime, and people knew me as the guy with the sign, and I started getting appointments.
This was almost 25 years ago when we started in real estate in Florida.
That's awesome.
And within the first couple years, we were able to escalate to the top 10% in Orange County. So we did really well. We fell in love with it. Our kids were teenagers at the time in middle school. And if they needed me, I went. But together we built a real estate business in Florida. And then long story short, made our way to Knoxville over the years. We did have our own brokerage in Florida for a short period of time. And the market crashed in 2008 very badly. I think a lot of people might remember when the market crashed and Florida got hit really hard. We had decided to move up to Tennessee. And again, we didn't have a job when we got here. Right?
Yeah. You know what? Lisa's next question is one you got to answer, and I can help you with. Answer your next question, Lisa, because it's really a lot of people ask us this question. Go ahead.
Yeah. So you're working together as a family in real estate. What's been the best part and the hardest part of working together?
Okay, so I'm going to say this because for the 23 of the 24 years, it's been husband and wife. And people say, I can never work with my spouse. And Janet says, yeah, I understand that really hard, don't you? Mm-hmm. So it's a lot. It's a lot. And I think the number one goal is we divide up our responsibilities.
We do.
We divide them up well. And bringing Kevin into the fold has been essential because we really missed the time to be outbound and market to our customers professionally and have a lot of contact back and forth. A lot of management of the business on the inside is also part of what Kevin's bringing to the table and helping us keep ourselves afloat because we stay really busy.
Right. Well, Kevin grew up in the business, and some things changed in his world the last year. And we kind of threw it out there that, Kevin, why don't you join our team? Kevin has a background. You tell him what your background is, Kev.
Interestingly, I think the first person who might have mentioned it was actually the doctor who gave me my bone marrow transplant for leukemia. I noticed that I'd been stressed at my corporate job that I'd been at for nearly a decade, and kind of said, "Hey, well, you could be third generation with your family." Kind of just an interesting suggestion. I think maybe we had light discussions about it over the years before that, but it was almost like the light bulb that went off in our head right there.
Yeah.
And he was right. And I think one thing that's good about working with your family is when you work for somebody else, most businesses are started by families, and you think maybe I'm on that team, and you're never really on that team. When you're with your family, you're on the team. And so it's challenging at times because we know each other so well, and there's a level of comfort there that can kind of blur the lines of professionalism, at least if you're used to the corporate world like I am, where everything is political. But if you're able to take it seriously, everybody's on the same page about what it is you're trying to accomplish, then you still feel that deep sense of responsibility to do what's right and to do the best job you can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So what, in your opinion, sets you guys apart from other teams here in East Tennessee?
I think what's been amazing is bringing Kevin into our team. We've always been a husband and wife team, which buyers and sellers love, because some people relate better to women, some people relate better to men, and we've got a husband and wife environment where we can kind of take our roles in that direction. It's worked really well for us as a husband and wife team. People have a lot of confidence in a husband and wife team. But adding Kevin to the mix, with his marketing background, he's been able to take our business, I think, a step further by bringing the marketing aspect. He's a full-fledged realtor. He does it all. He shows homes, he works with buyers, sellers, but he's also really stepped our marketing avenue up.
Not to mention, we now have a millennial on our team.
Yes, we do.
Their own age, which we are obviously not millennials. So that
got every generation covered.
Tagline, Lisa, you can finish this. When you buy or sell, make it a
Palombi.
That's right. So a Palombi means someone that the last name is Palombi, someone that knows what you're needing, even if you're not the person they spoke to. Team is a 4-letter word in our business, because a lot of times you don't get the person who knows all your background to repeat what you're looking for, repeat what you just talked to someone about yesterday. We communicate all day long, 7 days a week, 24/7. So if you pick up the phone and you call Kevin after you just spoke to me 2 hours ago, Kevin's aware of the fact that we're going to look at 2370 Mockingbird Lane, and he's ready for it. He knows what we're talking about. He plugs in to set the appointment. We just keep moving. You don't make more phone calls to find the right person on the team. You get a Palombi. Dean, Janet, Kevin, you're all one.
I love to say 35 is the perfect age to be called old by young people and young by people. So I'm right there in the middle where nobody really relates that much to me, but I kind of relate to both groups.
Yep.
I want to say too, I think what really sets us apart as a team is that we had CE today, and they were talking about what is really the job of a realtor. Well, the job of a realtor is not to make money; it's to help people accomplish their dreams, buying the home that they see themselves in, or selling the home that they're already in, and they're ready for the next chapter. And that is what we do. We don't treat this like a way that we can get as much money as possible. It's something where we develop relationships with our clients that are lasting, because we genuinely care for them. This is not purely business to us. It's a business where the relationships come first and the money comes naturally because we care. So
that's right.
Well, now that you guys are together so much and communicate so much, how do you separate business and go have some pleasure time? How do you make that happen?
We try really hard, don't we, Janet? Some of us are better at it than others. It's usually about 10:30 at night when Janet wants to talk about something that just came in an email, when I like not look at an email until tomorrow. Fair enough.
Yeah.
And then I want to do it in the middle of family time. Oh, the alarm just went off.
You know what? We really do try, I think for anybody that's in their own business, especially you know too, I'm sure, Lisa, finding balance between personal and your business life is difficult. Something hits you in the brain at 10 o'clock at night and you got to run to your home office and work on it. But we really we still plan big family vacations. We get a big old beach house and the whole crew comes. We still do a lot with holidays, and we really try to keep, Kevin's newly married. He's been married about 1.5 years now. And, he needs time with his wife. She doesn't want to hear about real estate all the time. I think we really try to keep our personal and family time family. And then during business hours, we kick it hard. Yeah. I think we do a pretty good job at it, don't you guys?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
People find too that a lot of our customers become friends and family.
They do.
They become a part of it.
I can attest to that.
Yeah.
But
I stumbled. Yeah. Well, Kevin, you were there. You were the only house that had the proper open house signs that we could find. We ran around all day looking for these open houses with some app new to the community, right? And finally, I'm like, oh, open house. And we didn't even plan on seeing that house. I'm like, well, and the signs led us directly to the house, which was amazing because that hadn't happened all day. And was that 8 years, 9 years at this point?
Yeah.
But there was Dean and Kevin. That turned out not to be the house we bought. But full disclosure, they were my realtors for a new construction deal because we couldn't find anything else. And here we are all these years later. Now
we're friends with you and your family, right?
Yep. Friends with, and extended family and so on and so forth. So, and, with that said, I'm going to ask a question like, what's one of the hardest things, anybody who's listening to this podcast, we have so many people moving from other states coming to East Tennessee. What do you see as some of the biggest issues out there to help these people get relocated?
Well, they've got to be employed in Tennessee if they're going to mortgage, as you well know, Lisa. So a lot of them come in thinking they can take their work history and their credit history and buy a home, but you've got to have a source of income. So we'll coach people that are considering moving here to get on with you and talk early and often about what is your job like? Is it portable? Can you work mobile from where you live now, let's say in Oregon, and move here with the same job, the same employer? Or do you need to get signed on to somebody and have a verified employment in the same like field? So we have a lot of those conversations, and that's where you've been very incredible and helpful to people that need coaching for sure. That's a big part of relocation. Now, people that are here, whole different ballgame. But again, that was your first question.
Right.
Okay. And I also think, Lisa, a lot of people have a little bit of a misconception that Tennessee will offer them a mountain view or a lake view or lots of land for a really little bit of money. And actually, East Tennessee has become a very popular place to move to. And sometimes we had a lady many years ago that came here from another state, and she had 5 pages of wish list.
I remember that.
All written out in pencil. It was really cute.
5 pages.
Little lady.
Precious.
And we met her at a McDonald's in Fountain City, and we sat down with her, and slowly we had to cross some of those wishes off. And we wound up finding her a sweet little home out in the Fountain City area, and she loved it and enjoyed it for many years. She just moved away about 2 years ago, but
we sold
her house, and she moved back out to Texas. But we have to take people and they need to be a little more realistic about what East Tennessee is like.
We reset their expectations.
Yeah, we reset their expectations and try to meet as many of that wish list as we can.
You know what it is? A lot of times people are selling a home and they haven't bought a home for 10 or 12 years or 15 years. So they're selling a home with a big pile of equity, and maybe they've erased their debt. And so they're bringing twice as much as their debt was. So they come into town with $300,000 of equity and they think, well, I'm going to live debt free. Well, you're not going to live debt free. You didn't live debt free before you left your state, but that's a great down payment, and we can help you make the most out of that and get you an affordable way to live here in Tennessee. We're going to be sensitive to your budget, and you're going to compromise where we need to get your wish list as strong as we can get it met, right, Janet?
And then, as you well know, Lisa, some of our driveways here are a little bit steep.
Yes.
I don't want you dragging that trailer hitch anywhere.
No, thank you. Wrong answer. Like, I don't want a 45-degree incline to get to my garage. And sometimes that's hard to find, you know?
It
You
is.
know, so
Hard to sell too, but we do that as well.
yeah. Well, I know you guys have been wonderful to work for. You know, I know personal hand experience, you know, how fabulous you guys are and helping people buy and sell and take care of their needs. And even today, Dean, I'll call, text you, hey, I need some help, you know, and you're always there to solve my issue, no matter what it may be, you know.
So Kevin said it best. Most of our customers become like friends.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So guys, before we wrap up here, you know, I want to make sure everyone has an opportunity to have your information if they're watching us. Is there anything else you'd like to add to, you know, help anybody that may be looking to buy or sell right now?
We will not pull the wool over your eyes in an attempt to move you in a direction that you shouldn't be going. So what they were just talking about, what my mom and dad were just talking about, having to have hard conversations with people sometimes. We'd love to tell you what you want to hear, but we won't give out bad information. Right. It's very important for us to inform our customers everything that they can know about the situation so that they can make informed decisions, but we will never steer you the wrong direction.
Love that, Kevin. And also, Kevin said whether you need to buy or sell, and that's great. We have a lot of customers come to us needing to sell and buy. They want to change from a big house to a small home to a big home, and they're worried about selling their house before they find one, so they don't want to list it. This is one of the things that we do better than any team out there, because we get it,
and I know that firsthand. Yeah,
and get their home sold in the time frame when they've found what they want to buy as well. That's really hard to do, and we've been doing it for 24 years, over 1,000 transactions under our belt as a team.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. You know, and knowledge is power, and just the educational piece sometimes, which is necessary.
Experience. It's hard to,
you know, and it's hard. And sometimes those are hard conversations based on everything that's going on in the current market. So if there is somebody listening out there, phone, email, what's the best way, proper way of communication, or whatever floats their boat, right?
I'm going to take this one. So you can contact us in a variety of ways. The favorite and first for me, because I'm older, is the telephone, 865-317-3765. That's 865-317-3765. You can text that number too. Now, you can round the clock contact all three of us simultaneously. That's pretty powerful at makeitapalumbi@gmail.com. Now I'm going to spell that MAKEITA. That's make it a, and then it's PALOMBUY, like make it a Palumbi, a house. Make it a Palumbi@gmail.com. That's a great way to contact any of us and tell us, hey, I'm new to you guys. Here's my wish list. Here's what I want to do. I'm coming to town in 2 weeks. Here's the dates I want to be here. We'd love to do that. So we get an awful lot of that. And of course, there is Facebook. And Facebook, you get instant messenger. You've got the Palombi Team on Facebook. You've got Dean Palombi. You've got Janet Palombi. You've got Kevin Palombi. So it's nice to hit the Palombi Team because you hit us all simultaneously again. But you can contact us in a variety of ways. So again, my favorite is phone call. Next favorite would be email, because you get us simultaneously. Text messaging is great, but if we get 4 or 5 text messages in a row, I'm concerned because maybe I didn't catch you. That's important to us as well.
Oh, that's awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and close, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw your business card up there. So anybody, because, we'll send this out, of course, all of the social media channels and make sure they have it. But, I want to thank you for your time. Love the conversation because it shows what's possible with trust and communication and teamwork, shared goals, and just the experience you guys have with buying and selling here in East Tennessee. So if you are looking to buy or sell, make sure you reach out to the Palombi team, and their information is going to be coming on screen. And thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate you helping others step up their game. Thank you, guys,
Lisa.
very much.
Yay. Love it. Oh, I missed the camera.